Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Knock, your host. I've had a request for some more PEKKA Carts action, so I grabbed a few of my replays from the last couple days and put them into this video for you guys to see. If you guys remember, PEKKA Carts is a strategy using 3 camps of Super Pekkas and 3 camps of cannon carts. I also tried it a bit with 4 camps of Super Pekkas and 2 camps of cannon carts. Either one of them works. Just kind of depends on really what your preference is as you're knocking away at the bases. It's a great strategy, and I'll tell you, I've been using it all through the lower 5,000 trophy rankings to great effect. I find it works especially well against these box bases. I got to tell you, if you're running a box base, dude, I mean, it's massive murder against these box bases. I don't know that I've met a single square or rectangular type base that I can't take down with this strategy. And it works especially well against the open bases, but even bases that have a few walls like scattered throughout inside the base, and you'll see it in these replays. Even with those kinds of walls set up inside the base, it still works very well. Another type of base that it works especially good against are bases that have openings already carved into the walls. And the reason for that is that it takes away the opportunity for the defenses in the base to really put the beat down on the Super Pekka as she's beating her way in through a wall. So whether it's a matter of closing the base off or leaving it open because you want to bring troops in to walk them into or path them into the various traps you've placed, either one of those is going to work really well for those of us that are using these Super Pekkas. And I switch back and forth between PEKKA Carts and Mass Super Pekka all the time. You can see some of these bases that we're hitting right now, very common thread. You'll see them all over up and down the 4,000s and 5,000s. These are very common bases, and if I come up against an original base, one that isn't an internet base per se, one that isn't out there, those tend to fall even more quickly. I don't know if I have any originals in this set of replays or not, but usually it's an 85 to a 100% result. And I'll tell you, 9 out of 10 times you're going to win if you get that high of a percentage. So, as you can see in all these, I come in at different points. I like to spread my Pekkas just a little bit. Not too much, because I want 2 of them to take out one side, 1 of them to hit up another side, and then I have the battle machine go in with that 3rd one to kind of shore it up a little bit. With the cannon carts, probably the biggest problem for the cannon carts, the thing that causes me the greatest grief when I'm running this attack strategy, is when they come in behind a Super Pekka or behind the battle machine, and that particular troop gets targeted by the giant cannon. Giant cannon just absolutely wrecks these cannon carts. Another one that's actually pretty strict against it, pretty stern against it, is the Mega Tesla. A high-level Mega Tesla can take one of these down lickety-split. So all the more important to be able to protect them using your tanks, which in this case, of course, are the Super Pekka and the battle machine. If you can keep them alive long enough for them to reach down to, say, 6, 7 buildings, maybe, something like that, you've got a really good chance of getting a 3-star. And that happens in all of these. I mean, in each one of them, the cannon carts manage to survive typically 2 to 4, sometimes even as many as 5, all the way up towards the end of the attack. And when that happens, there's not a whole lot left that can really attack them. There's not much in the way of defenses that can beat them down. And that means that they're going to be able to run through the rest of the base and just destroy it. Now, how long do these attacks last? I've had them last as little as a minute, and I've had 1 or 2 of them come close to the end of the 3 minutes. On average, I would say they really do only take 1.5 to 2 minutes to run. So it's not a particularly long attack. It's strong enough that it's able to plow through the base fairly quickly. Unlike something like, minion drops, for example, where you have to rely on that battle machine to get in there towards the end and really clean things up. This one will run through pretty quick. And it's important to get your cannon carts down fairly quickly. you'll see in these videos, and this one's a really good example, because look at all the openings on this base. Even though the base kind of looks like it's a diamond, it's not. It really is a box base. It's just kind of set counter to the corner to the left or whatever. But it's still a box base. And if you look at the base as a box base, and you look at those openings up on the left and the right top, it becomes obvious where you want to drop them. And I'll put, 4 or 5 cannon carts on either side. Sometimes I'll hold one back. Other times I'll put it, like, say in this case, down towards the bottom where there aren't any real defenses to let it take out a few buildings. Just kind of depends on the base, the level that it's at, whether there's a lot of level 8 defenses or not. Most people, I think, are playing against bases that are maybe 2, 3, 4 level 8 defenses tops. A lot of people playing against bases with level 7 defenses. Those level 7 defenses, it just rips right through them. Absolutely no problem getting through the level 7 defenses at all. Totally takes them out really, really quick. This particular base, this is a somewhat unique base. It's not a normal internet base. Again, just come right up through the middle from the bottom and start beating on the walls and start letting those cannon carts rip right into the base. If you have your key defenses too close to the edge, like you've seen in a few of these where, say, a Mega Tesla was really close to the edge, this particular strat is going to rip you up. Now, why? Well, because the Super Pekkas are going to tank, and the cannon carts have just enough of a range, because they are a ranged weapon, to shoot over the walls and take out things that are a few tiles into the base. So all the more reason to use that strong hub to defend. Even there, though, this strategy works really well. I've gone up against some fully maxed Builder Hall 8 bases, and I still typically get around 75%, sometimes 80%. Sure, there are times I only get 50%. There are a couple of attacks here and there that I lose. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But this is the most consistent performer of all of the attack strategies that I have used at Builder Hall 8 so far. It's also the reason why I wanted to max it as quickly as I did, because I just had a feeling this was going to be a real powerhouse attack strategy. And it's fun. I mean, it's lots and lots of fun. Nothing beats watching these Super Pekkas just rip through a base. And, well, if you're a fan of a show like Doctor Who, with the Daleks always saying, terminate, terminate, or exterminate, you're going to enjoy this one as well, because, you got the destroy and all the sounds that the Super Pekkas make as they shoot and beat or whatever. So, lots and lots of fun there. Other strategies that are doing really well at Builder Hall 8 right now, minion drops. But I think really minion drops is a level 14 strategy. You're going to have to use that a little bit lower down in the trophy rankings. It does okay as you get close to 5,000, but it's just not a consistent performer until you get closer to a level 16 minion drops. Bombarian carts, another one that absolutely wrecks these bases. I can't wait to get my my barbarians upgraded and start working with them a bit on bombarian carts. But what I'm seeing is a lot of people with level 14 bombers, level 14 barbarians, and then level 16 cannon carts going out and just massacring these bases with 60, 70, and almost 80% results. And that's all through the 4,000s into the 5,000s. So at any rate, there you have it. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Questions, comments, ideas, drop them down below. Email me, noctair@gmail.com, or catch me on the forums. On that note, I'm out of here. Thanks a lot for sticking to the end, guys. And y'all take care. Keep on clashing. Bye-bye.